During high-level talks in Geneva, the US and Russia attempted to de-escalate a tense standoff over Ukraine, but no breakthroughs were announced as a consequence of the meetings. Welcome back to Next News Hour. If you're new to the channel, tap on the subscription button and press the notification bell. US Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov met for approximately 90 minutes on Friday, armed with irresolvable and ideologically opposed demands at what the former labeled a critical moment in the situation. Following the negotiations, both parties stated that they were ready to continue communication, but it was up to the other to take the initiative to lower tensions first. Blinken said, "It can choose the path of diplomacy that can lead to peace and security, or the path that will lead only to conflict, severe consequences, and international condemnation," adding, "We have been clear, if any Russian military forces move across Ukraine's border, that's a renewed invasion. It will be met with swift, severe, and a united response from the United States and our partners and allies." Meanwhile, Lavrov urged the United States to react to Russia's broad security demands, which Moscow claims are necessary for its own protection and regional stability. At a separate press conference, he described the discussion with Blinken as open and fruitful, but added that the Kremlin would not know if the negotiations were on track until it had formal response from the US to its suggestions, which is anticipated next week. On a matter of possible talk between President Vladimir Putin and US President Joe Biden, Lavrov was watchful, as he said, "Let's not get ahead of ourselves. President Putin is always ready for contacts with President Biden. It's clear these contacts need to be seriously prepared." On the other hand, about the same issue, Blinken said, "If we conclude, and the Russians conclude, that the best way to resolve things is through a further conversation between them, we're certainly prepared to do that." One of Russia's ideas is for the NATO military alliance, which is led by the United States, to cease all operations in Eastern Europe and Ukraine and never admit the former Soviet Republic as a new member. If the conditions are not satisfied, Moscow has threatened to take unspecified military action. However, the United States and its NATO partners have categorically said that doing so is not an option and that Putin is aware of this. On Friday, Russia's foreign ministry reiterated its demands, while the US State Department issued two comments on Russian disinformation, one of which focused on Ukraine and the other titled, "Taking action to expose and disrupt Russia's destabilization campaign in Ukraine." The papers accused Russia and Putin of using fear and pressure to re-establish the former Soviet Union and carve out a zone of influence in Eastern Europe. Moscow denied the declarations, claiming they were drafted by an Orwellian Ministry of Truth and accusing the West of thinking in terms of zones of influence. They were also quickly given the boot by Lavrov. Well, we'd like to know your thoughts and responses. Share them in the comments down below. And also share this news and show us support through subscribing to our channel. Stay tuned for the real stuff on Next News Hour.